especially when you're fighting up through the West Coast, you're fighting up these hills, you're fucking logging this thing around, and it's like you see sort of Justin's one, and it's kind of a fucking, he's got like a 270. How sort of light it is, and kind of, and then you sort of, these things are like, fuck. And the moment that you're like, what the fuck am I claiming this fucking hill? Like, you finish it all up, and then it's there with you, and you've carried it. Like it's a heavy beast. Like it's fully wooded, fully 10-round magazine. It's not a light little get, especially when you're like carrying it for bloody. Carrying it in one hand because the sling's like shit. Because the magazine's like fucking digging into your back, so you can't sling it across your body. Really, you have to sling it over your shoulder. So you're trying to do that, and then cut away with an ice axe. With the other hand, it's sort of quite awkward, but you're coming away with it at the end, and you're saying like, it wasn't just sort of mentality changes what you've achieved kind of carrying that rifle. And it isn't like a marker. Yeah, I do believe in the respect of it. Like people say, you put it underwater and shit like that. I was definitely like, as soon as I got home, it was like oil cleaned, just broken down and all that sort of thing. So it is my absolute, it's probably my greatest asset, I think, that rifle. And probably the journey that, it's probably going a bit more spiritual with it, the journey that me and that rifle have had, everything I've spoken about with the times of feeling a bit down, and I've had to go out in the real handies by myself. That rifle's come with me. It's put deer down. It's put some long range shots down, and it's up at Longview. I mean, there was a 200 meter shot and fucking gale force winds on a hind, and a lot of the bush. It's just the best in terms of bush. Bush hunting, bush stalking. It's the best rifle you can have. You can align to your target so quickly. It's got some punching power, or the ammunition. It's getting relatively accurate now, out to like 300. So the rifle it's become like, it's felt weird. Like it did feel like like you're freaking cheating on your missus or something when I shot Dan's rifle. It was sort of like, it was sort of lying there. So I was like, fuck. I did feel quite bad, but it was it's just become such a special piece of my life. I think it's not to me. It's not just a rifle. Like it's times when it's, as I said, times are tough and things like that. It's kind of been there. It's definitely helped me become a lot mentally stronger, lugging that thing around, and probably more disciplined in terms of using it. And I think if anyone ever stole it, I'd be probably pretty gutted. So